yeah. Sipping on the blood juice. 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 They ain't got no clues. 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 My bitch coming toes. My bitch coming toes. My bitch coming toes. My bitch coming toes. Sipping on the blood juice. 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 Yeah.
What was I saying? So we were talking before about your daughter. How's that been? Does it does it hold you down?
I'm saying that being young with a daughter that old is crazy, but it's like you have to deal with it, man. I had a young manned up. Obviously, like I said, I'm still getting in my own shit, like finding myself. I mean, once I found myself, it's easier. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, manifesting shit. I manifested a better life. Never let it roll around twice, and that's what we're doing. So,
working on it, bro. Mindset for you.
Yeah, man. I always have to have a PMA, because if I'm one of them guys, if I don't, I could end up just going wild and just doing crazy shit. So I just need to always have a vibe of, I need to do this today. I need to work today. I need to grind today. I need to do this. You know what I mean?
Where did that come from? Was that like your dad, like that hustle?
Yeah, like my dad was a musician. You know what I mean? So it was like, like I said, it felt like the Jacksons, bro. I felt like the Jacksons. I felt like it was embedded in our shit from early. You know what I mean? And we couldn't even do nothing about it. So we had no choice to be independent. We had no choice to be like an artist. You know what I mean? Or involved in music, or bring that in something that we do. You know what I mean?
It was just always there.
Yeah, it's always there, bro. It's always there.
Yeah. That's mad. How'd you we were talking before it fucked up, your sound. Where did that come from?
My sound, like, it's just unique,
like your,
man. Like,
your vibe.
It's just a unique kind of vibe. Like, in a sense, I've mixed myself in with a lot of people I've heard. Like, inspiration-wise, I'd say like Tupac, Michael Jackson, Fugger, Rich Homie, Max B. You know what I mean? Like, they're the kind of people that I'd say, and Prince. Like, and like I was saying before, Prince is one of the guys that I can relate to his music as fuck, but at the same time, not his lifestyle, but the way that he had to come in the scene and battle to be in the scene. You know what I mean? Like, literally dropping albums and not being rated. You know, so it's like, and you know when that music is the shit, because people go back to them now and they're classics. You know what I mean? The album title Prince, like, classic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you could be before your time. Like, I've had other interviews, and like DJs will say that your music sounds like it's before the time. Cool. That's how I work. You know what I mean?
Because that's what you listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you ever feel like it's underappreciated? Like your music?
A lot of times I do feel underappreciated, man. But it's like I saying, like, all the greats, bro, at some point, you have to realize all the greatest people at some point was hated because of their craft. Someone else didn't like it. You know what I mean? Someone else couldn't fuck with it. Or it wasn't the sound. Like, over here, especially in England, we have a lot of people who are just, like, they've adapted to one sound. You feel me? So it's like you come through with anything different, and then you're like an alien. So now I'm like an alien over here. The sound I'm coming with. But at the same time, when we take it to the world, like, I sell a lot of units out here in the world. You know what I mean? So it's like a blade of, you know what I mean? A sword of two. What's it say? A sword of two sharps or something. Yeah, it's catch 22.
It's almost like you're trying to do a lot of international work.
It started off
because it's so unlike London that.
Yeah.
And you're getting this
like,
new sound. It's like all countries, you know.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I've evolved a lot of things that, like, and I'm a guy who, as a kid, traveled a lot of places. Like, as a kid, stayed in a lot of places. Stayed in America. Stayed in Trinidad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've adapted. Like, my mum and my dad are from Trinidad, bro. So it's like I've adapted a lot of different sounds. You know.
Yeah. So that would have changed your sound as well.
Of course, of course, of course, man.
But what was I saying?
That's what I was saying.
So you're signed now.
Yeah,
Huh?
then that's what I was saying about before we move on, the falsetto. You know what I mean? I was saying
Oh,
about
right,
the
the falsetto,
falsetto
yeah.
notes. The falsetto notes. That's the thing where I said about Prince. That's the one thing that I can say to turn my voice into an instrument. Listening to that, Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, that falsetto note, lit. But yeah, I've been signed to Bentley for like a year. Yeah. And yeah, like I say, man, it's good to have people doing work when you're not doing work. But even like the way that I work is crazy. So like while they're doing shit, it feels good that I've got people doing that while I'm going times 10. I've got more time to elevate myself in my section and what I'm doing, mixing the fashion with it. You know what I mean? The fashions. And so it's like I'm in my own kind of lane, man. And
Does it
that's
ever
how I
feel
do.
like you're being held down by it? Like,
Nah.
as in they set rules and you're like, oh fuck, I can't do this, I can only do that, and
Do you know what? The
you know
rules
what I
are
mean?
the rules are easy to apply by with them. Like,
Oh right.
and with it in general, bro. Like I'm saying to you, like the rules is easy. The way that I work, it's like, alright, cool. If they say to me, we don't want you to release a mixtape until you release this EP because we want people to say, I'm gonna be like, alright, cool. I could deal with that because at the same time, I can still make my videos. I'm still in the fashion world, so it's like I still have hella content where I mix with the music anyway. You mean you
Yeah.
see me at Fashion Week, drop it like big up my boy Fire Chulo. You see me at Fashion Week at his show after like popping freestyles. You know what I mean? So like, we're mixing it, man, and it's working, bro. So I never feel like I'm held down by the label because I'm still creatively be able to do my own shit, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I was I was talking with other podcasters before and other artists, and there
Yeah.
was this one question that I get to, and it's
Uh,
say you like this. Also, just curious as well. Say you're about to die tomorrow, like
yeah.
tomorrow's the cutoff, you're gone.
Yeah.
3 pieces of advice before you die.
Watch who you call your friends.
Mm.
Make sure your dreams have no cap on it, no ceilings,
Mm.
and I don't know. The third one would be difficult because for me, I'd say I'd always say make sure that you're financially stable in the sense
Mm.
that in the sense of assets like a house. Make sure you've got a house or a flat somewhere to live. You know what I mean? Make sure your bills are paid. Make sure because like no matter how much people say it, we can't live in this world for free. You feel what I'm saying? And living in this world for free is the lowest of the life where you're gonna be sitting on the streets. So any
Yeah.
advice I'd give to another person is the same advice I'd give to my kid or to myself. You know what I mean? Watch who you call friends.
Mm.
What was the second one I said? Watch who you call friends.
No cap on your dreams.
Yeah, no cap on your dreams. Yeah, and the third one would be make sure you're
The friends one
financially
was
stable.
interesting because I read that PDF and you're talking about your friends and shit
Yeah,
and how that held you down.
yeah. It's like
I was just interesting. That's all. I'm just
it's
saying. Did
like
that go
it's
on?
like they. I wouldn't say held me down, but it was a thing where I'm someone who was influential on my block. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I had same way I was influential was the same guy I am now. So I always was different. I always wanted to do something that I wanted to do music. You know what I mean? So it's hard to be around in a block full of 30, 40 man and you're trying to be there after you've done a road move talking about, yeah, I need to go studio. You're the only guy
Mm.
who wants to be a rapper. None of these other niggas are trying to rap. So it's like you're going there on your own. You end up doing more things on your own and you start thinking, like, I think that for me, doing things on my own was a wake up call to say, rah, like, bro, there's no bunk beds in the coffin, you know? You know what I mean? The years are going past us, bro. Like I said, I'm 29 now. Like, the years are going past. So it's like...
That's very true. So
you gotta
does
be
it,
real with it.
Hmm?
You gotta be real with it out here, man.
100%. Does it get lonely like that?
Say
Like
that again,
now?
bro. Say that again.
Do you feel like it's getting lonely? Like when you do that stuff, does it feel lonely?
Yes. Do you know what? A lot of times it is lonely to be a creative, and the more I elevate and the more I'm growing in this scene, bro, is the more that I feel like more of an alien and more secluded from people who I grew up with and called my friends, because we don't. Every time we link up is love, but we link up once in a while. It's not every day no more, and it's like, okay, why isn't it every day? It's not that I don't find you interesting. It's not that I don't love you, but it's like we're on different things, isn't it? And like I said, it turns into a thing where you're going there on your own. You can't wait for your boy to come. He's out there trapping. You know what I mean? You've got to go to a show. You got to go studio. Your manager says, "Oh shit, you got to catch this plane and you got to go over here." You come in, bro. Bro, I got to make this money. I got to make this money, you know. But yeah, just let me know if anything happens, or let me know how it goes. All right, cool. That phone call there happens a lot of times, more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? And it gets to a point, it's like, I can understand how these celebrities go crazy, bro. I can understand how they go crazy, man. You know what I mean?
It makes sense, man. I couldn't imagine that. Shit.
And it's like...
Does it, go on?
Don't forget, like, people forget, like, a lot of my fans even so will forget, like, you're still a human being. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you're going through all of this shit. And that's why you see a lot of rappers and celebrities turn into drugs, bro. Don't feel like, a lot of people feel like they turn to drugs because they've got loads of money, they can buy the drugs. It's not that. They're not doing it to party. A lot of them are doing it because you wake up in the morning and it's a stress of, how can I make myself better? I hope the world still loves me. I hope if the world don't love you, all your eggs are in one basket. So if the world don't love you no more, then your money's stopped. Your money's slowed down. If your money's slowed down, you're not celebrity no more, then you're fucked. Because what else are you going to do? You can't go from celebrity stage to be working in Walmart. You understand? So it's like...
It's the other way around. It's not because you have too much money, it's because you're losing money.
Exactly. So it's like... And then you're still going to have that celebrity face. Like... Guys like Orlando Anderson, like, he's going through it right now, because it's like he's still that guy from that TV show, but it's like the public fell out of love with you. Like Gary Coleman, you know, do you think he died a happy man? He never died a happy man. He knew that he kept on getting arrested before he died. He turned to drugs, and you know what I mean. These things happen. Like all the celebrities who die, like young or not young, but die now these days, like untimely, it's because of drugs. You know what I'm saying? More time, not all of it, but a lot of them is because of drugs, and it's not because of I've got the money, I'm rich, I want to test out drugs. It's because the stress is real. You get addicted. Eminem got addicted to prescription drugs. Like, the stress is real. You know what I mean? Kanye West told everyone he was addicted to opioids. You know what I mean? So it's like,
oh shit.
It's real shit.
Yeah, and there's a reason to it, man. That makes sense.
Stress, bro.
I really get that shit. Does it scare you that you'll end up like that?
I try, bro. I try and maintain myself the realest I can, and I feel like the realest I can is real enough to maintain it for a lifetime. But sometimes, like, bro, I'm sitting there smoking a lot of weed and like, fuck. There's weed, like weed. Yeah, I've hit a couple mollies before, but it's not been on stress. That's just been like having a good time, for real, for real. You know what I mean? But I'm not one of these guys who will let the stress ever break him. Like, I'd rather do something else. I'd rather go turn somewhere else. I'm that type of guy, like, if it got on top like that, I'll seclude myself from the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world will know me, but I'm going to a place where I don't even know me. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'll be. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm. I don't really feel like I would turn to drugs. But you never say never, man. You know what I mean? You might.
Yeah, you don't know, man.
Never say never, because these guys, you picture a young Whitney Houston or a young MJ, they're not going to sit there thinking, yeah, when I'm older, or someone told them, you're going to die from an overdose of drugs, or a drug addiction, or like they'll be sitting there like, what? You gone crazy, man? I'm a worldwide star. You crazy? The people love me. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
it's true. You don't, and I find that it happens with people that don't watch themselves either. Think I'll never
Yeah,
be that. I'll never be that. And when you're
yeah.
not conscious, you become that.
This is what I'm saying, man. And this is
Yeah.
why I'm trying to keep my feet. I'm trying to remain humble and keep my feet on the ground, in the sense
Mm.
that I don't want to lose my mind out here, bro. I don't want to be another one of these artists who's like popping bare drugs because I'm stressed,
Is
and the next day you heard me dead. Like, I'm not trying to do that. You
is
know what
that
I
why you
mean?
turned to music as well? Because all your friends are doing bad shit.
Yeah, like, and I was one of the baddest of them all, you know, bro. And for me, it was like, this is when I come home. This is how I express myself. I had one guy when I come out of jail the third time. I had one guy who had his own studio on my estate, and he just said, "Bro, you're coming here every day. I've got weed here. I've got food here for you. All we're gonna do is record." And that's how I recorded my first tape. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
them days there, like I was saying, I never went taking it serious. Like, I'd record a mixtape and was just pushing it in the hood. You know what I mean? And I'm still going out and still doing hood shit. You dig? So
Mm.
it's crazy, man. I had to move out of that estate to get focus.
Was that
You
hard?
feel me? Yeah, hella hard, hella hard. I didn't know nothing else for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm.
hella hard, man. But I'm
Yeah.
like I
And
said,
was
I'm one
that
of them people. I'm one of them shepherds. I'm one of them strong ones. Like, I'll make that decision for the better of myself, for the better of my family, for the better of my future. I'll make that step. I mean, some people will
so?
think it and
What
not
made
do
that
it.
change? Like you just wake up, and go, oh, I'm gonna make music, or like
And I
what
remember I
made
said
that?
like the music was always there from being young, and to like what made me change into a career wise was like, yeah, it was seeing my mum constantly upset, feds running in my house when my daughter's there, armed police, like just little things. There's like build up. Police had a vendetta against me and my, like, we're never gonna leave you alone kind of vibe until you leave this borough. Like, it was just crazy. So I had to get in a
Mm.
position where, like, again, I had to put that strong mind in formation. You feel me? And make that shit pop. Like, get the fuck out of there. That's not gonna make you elevate, boy. Like, you need to get out of there. You need to go to get your mind right. You need to go do your thing, and you need to elevate yourself. And that's when I'm finding myself. I found myself, and I'm like, yo, like I said, there's no bump beds in a coffin. I'm out here. We're out
Mm.
here. Like, you've got one
Mm.
shot at this shit, man. Like, do what you can. And I feel like I've wasted how many years because of the times I spent in the pen. You know what I'm saying? I wasted years in the pen, but it is what it is. The book's been written. I'm just still living it. I'm still riding it. Like, when it's your time to go in or when your time to go, then it's over. You know what I'm saying? So we out here, like, we
Mm.
really out here. Me and you have got the choice to come off this live now and go out and do something. So let's get it popping. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm. Do you feel like you have with your music, you have to try to get other people to think like that, like inspire and shit?
Do you know what it is with my music? My music is inspiring and at the same time it's catching a vibe. Like,
Mm.
I say shit that people would never ever think of, and it's just, I feel like with my music now, I've reached a stage where it's like I've had tunes where I've told you, I've got tunes where I'm telling you the reals, and I've got tunes where you know the lifestyle and my thoughts on this and that. But right now, I'm trying to get you in a mind where it's like I'm I'm musically different. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk on that until you get me an interview. Then we can talk on it. Let's talk on it. Let's subject you to it. But
Mm. Yeah,
other
I
than
get
that,
that. Oh. So what you doing with fashion?
fashion, I'm an influencer. Like, on the fashion side of vibes, I'm an influencer. So brands will come and give me clothes. We'll go and get my shooter. Like, we've got my own little creative gang. Hold tight, Fire Chulo, my brother. Like, we got our own little creative gang. Hold tight, Josh too, where we own shooter in there, own stylist. So we can get we can get a shoot popping within 2 days of getting that shit, and have the pictures
Wow.
done within a week. We'd have content, location, pictures, lifestyle sent back over. They'll give us a little change for doing that. I'll pay my people I get paid. I'm coming to you. It's different than being a model for you, because what I'm basically telling you is I'm my own brand. You know what I'm saying? So me bringing something, my brand to the table is going to bring both of our brands together and just elevate me and you in numbers,
Yeah.
in different audiences, and I mean, different lifestyles. So it's about infusing the two, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll give them like 15 pictures, they pay for those, and then we're working, man. I've done
So
that
it's
for a
like
lot
a
of
role
big
model,
brands.
but more personal. Huh? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I've done a lot of big brands. I've done hella small brands. I mean, so it's
We gotta
working.
get you, man. We gotta
Yeah,
get
man,
some of
100,
our clothes on you.
100, man, 100. Let's get it. Let's
Yeah, I
get
can't
it.
wait for it, man. It was saying before about that bone chill shit. I
Oh
gotta send you
yeah,
the profile.
yeah, fam.
That shit's
I need
dope.
to, I need to see through it. Like, explain to them again what it is, bro.
It's so it's like remakes of artists. So we've got like cartoon versions of say 6ix9ine, and it's like a clown, like an it mask, like it, but 6ix9ine tatted on it. Or what was another one? Lil Pump, but instead of the dreads, it's like a Medusa head. So it's like snakes and shit.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
hard.
fucking dope. Or oh yeah, Donald Duck, but it's trippy red. So like 14 and shit tied on his face. It's dope.
Yeah, that's
I don't want
hard.
to give away too
Yeah,
many
don't give
ideas
away,
because we haven't
don't
dropped it
give
yet.
away
It's
too
all
much.
we only got pre-orders, so it's fresh, man. We've got to be careful
Bro,
though, because with creative as me, you can't let people steal your ideas. So
exactly, exactly. Yo,
yeah,
people, don't be going out there stealing my boys' ideas. We got it on camera. We got it
exactly.
recorded. You dig? Oh, we're top live now, man. We're top live. Yo, appreciate everyone who's in. You dig?
Yeah, it's a lot of views. Hold up, before we go into that though, I messed that up. It wasn't me because I don't want beef. It's Canino. Check this shit. I'm not. I don't like. It's all him. Give him credit. So yeah,
Where's
no, for real
Cadino,
though.
man? Is he in there?
414 views. Shit,
Yeah, man. We top live, bro. Say that in, man.
that's insane. You got real fans, eh?
Yeah, man. Big up all the fans and that. I can't. Like, what it is when we go on, I don't really go on live much. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I can't really read the messages. You lot are all writing messages. I can't read them all. But boom, big up everyone. I see Eva Rosso. Like, you've been dropping bare comments. I read your one. He says, "I love your camel jacket at Bloodjuice." Big
Hey,
him up. You get me?
gonna forever go. Hey,
Forever
how do you
goat,
reply to
man.
her?
I don't know, bro. I'm not really good at the whole shit, internet shit.
I'm gonna tell her where it's from. It's Brothers Clothing Line. That for the Canino guy.
Mm.
He does all that.
Oh, yeah, everyone, go check October the 5th. This is why we're doing the connection with UK to London. Big up Bloodjuice, you know what I mean? October 5th, the EP of mine, Music is My Fashion, popping off Bentley Records. You already know what it is. All platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. You dig? Your mum's house is
That's
definitely
what's
going
up,
to be
man.
popping in your mum's house. Slap.
That's dope. When
Dig.
you got to go to your fashion thing, I don't want to hold you up or anything.
Yeah, I got to get there in an hour and an hour and a half. I mean, so I'll
Oh,
do
so you
another
still got a bit of time.
and we'll do another 10 minutes, man, and then we keep it moving, man.
Alright. Yes, no
You know what I
worries,
mean?
man. What we were saying before, so were you creative with anything else? Like clothes, music?
No,
You got anything else going on, or?
right now, I think it's gonna be just me concentrating on just the fashion, the music. You know what I mean? Keeping
Mm.
it elevating like that. Like I said, I got people around me who is gonna be doing a lot of things for me in the background, whether it's like promotional wise or like I'm really creative in the sense that the way that I brand myself is crazy, bro. Like I could leave here and go and make an advert. I don't know if you saw the guy from America who done a comedy advert for me for my EP. I mean for my single. You know what I mean? So it's like I do crazy
I don't think
shit.
so, no. Was it
Yeah. So
recent?
like yeah, it's real recent on my page. And what it
I'll
is,
make
yeah,
sure to
like
check it
say
out.
like your brand, we could sit down and squash ideas, and I could be like, fuck it, like let's make a little advert and that picture of scenery where we could say, yeah, you know what I mean? We'd make an advert for it where it'd be lit. You know what I mean? Whether we do it for the
Mm.
gram or whether we do it for YouTube and the gram, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
100%, man. We can do a lot of shit, man. We
That's
can
what I'm
really
saying.
fuck around
When
with
you
the
put
ideas.
two creators come together, it's a mad thing, bro.
Well, we got to, man.
You know what I mean? We
Like, there's no other
definitely,
option.
bro. Definitely, man. We gotta keep it connected, man. And blessed for the blood clot. Blessed for the love, bro. Blessed for the put on in Sydney. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people probably in here from
Appreciate it, man.
Sydney, bro. They're
We
probably
got
from Sydney in there.
What's that? Oh, it's just a camera. I thought. Yeah, no, I got a bunch of artists I can hook you up with as well. And if you ever come out here or I get any artists out there, I'll make sure to send them to you.
Yeah, man.
I
That's
actually
lit,
got
bro.
one chick, huh?
That's lit, man. That's lit.
Yeah, I got one chick from I think it's like East London. Whereabouts are you in London?
I'm from East London, bro.
Oh, for real? There's this
Yeah.
chick. She's crazy. She's been my friend for a while, but she's going to Sydney in about 3 weeks. But she's in London now. She works with she met up with Usher not so long
Oh,
ago.
swear it down.
Yeah, she's for real. Her voice is insane, man. But she
Yo,
doesn't
boy.
take it like she hasn't dropped too much
What's her
lately.
name?
Like, because I don't know, like mentally. But yeah, you got to work with her, bro.
What's her name, bro?
Chantel, I'll make sure to send you the profile.
Yeah. That's what we like, man. Look at these comments. I don't know. Little
Who?
big up. I don't know how to say your name, man, but yo, 1380. We're just gonna call you 1380. Big up them big ass comments there, man. You did crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
fuck,
like,
man.
man.
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Shit. Oh, what you saying before? Who can I check it? I need to find out how to reply.
I
This
know.
shit
I
pisses me
think you could
off.
just write at the bottom. Yo, everyone, state what country you're in. What country you from, man? Put it in the comments. What country you
Yeah,
from?
true, true, true.
We're gonna call out the countries right now, man, for the support, man. You
A comment.
dig?
What country you from?
Juice is crazy. They calling you crazy boy. Where's the countries,
That's mad.
man?
This love is real. Fuck.
We still top live, boy. That's what I'm saying, man. The people, that's what I mean. Like, bro, the way that I've done the shit, it's like, man really reach real people, man. Like, we've done, like, promo. We've actually done promo on the streets, bro. You know, like, to the point, we're rolling around on the street, like, people coming, oh, ain't you that? Yeah. Look, we're out here on the street. We're in the club. We're in the biggest event in London the next week. We're at Fashion Week the next week. You know what I mean? And it's just everywhere. Me and gang pulling up everywhere, bro.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
insane. How old are you now?
I'm 28 going on 29, bro. Might as well say 29.
So you feel like you got to make moves, hey?
Yeah, man. Like, I don't feel like I said, bro, like the way that my music's set and the way that my music's different, I don't feel like
But
I'm
like with
in.
the age, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's like I'm not in a major rush to be saying, yeah, I need to, because I'm doing well now. But I feel like my longevity is going to be a lot longer than a lot of people's just because of the artistry in my music. You know what I mean? That's what I